A white man came into my comments on my other account the other day when I was live, and he said that we will put you back in chains. You will be enslaved again. And these type of comments are very telling of the deep desires that many white people have. They all love these slave movies because they all want to have the experience of owning a and they love the idea of slavery coming back. But the bad news is that has expired. You'll never get that brand of hero again. White man, sorry. You'll never see that day again. That was a one-off. You'll never get that off again. Trying to wrap a nip in bondage today, it's impossible. Because for one, black people today would never let that happen. And two, the white man today isn't equipped to make this shit happen. You're not producing enough Count Draculas. You're not producing enough Michael Myers. You're not producing enough fucking Freddy Kruegers, man. Yeah, you're always gonna have this in your blood. We all know that you can't be anything else but Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger. We know that. That's in your fucking DNA. But you don't have the nuts or the guts to do what your wicked white devil forefathers did. You don't have it. You don't have the guts to hang a woman upside down and cut her stomach open. You don't have the guts to buck break from hundreds and hundreds of men. You may have the desires because you're a freak, but you don't have the stomach for this shit, man. The shit that your bloody fanged white forefathers did, you don't have the fucking stomach for that shit. And like I said, that brand of is gone. You would be hard pressed to get that type of to come back around and give you the experience of slavery and plantation and submission. Yes, sir. It'll never happen again. Your whole white power pipe dream, it's fizzling. The high is coming down. You're desperately trying to hold on to it with your Charlie Kirk. So Charlie Kirk was speaking the truth. Triple K Kirk. He wasn't a politician. He was just a white man with triple K views. The views of the goddamn K. So all you freak cowards hid behind troll accounts and rally behind a Charlie Kirk who would dare say what your thinned monkey pale lips wouldn't dare fuck. Right? So of course you like a triple K Kirk because he speaks from your coward heart that you're too afraid to summon up the goddamn gumption to let it come out your mouth. So no, enslaved again can't happen. The nigga's the same and the white man's not the same. Yeah, you're still the devil. You're still wicked. And yes, you do have a lot of sellout Negroes still. Right? You got a lot of bed wenches, people who will shuck and jive for you. But what you're looking for, and chains indefinitely, nah, man. The resistance is far beyond the capability for you to contain. Mentally, spiritually, consciously, you wouldn't have a fucking chance in hell. And on top of that, you don't have enough fortitude, white man. You're not gritty enough. Those gritty days where you were down for the bloody cause, it's only so much of you that can really pull that off. And once you take away your high-powered weapons, what do you have there? You see, the white man before didn't have high-powered weapons. He had muskets, right? Those muskets allowed him to yield his fucking rage in a way that weaned him some goddamn slaves. Now, even with your biggest weapons, you wouldn't get that result. It wouldn't happen. You've already tried this shit with the fluoride and the fodder, right? With the GMOs and the goddamn microplastics and the clothes and the fucking bottles of water. You're trying to make us docile already. It's not working. You don't understand melanin at all. You called it junk DNA until you knew it was, because according to you, it's junk because it doesn't do anything for you outside of what you're looking for. You're looking for it to be UV ray protection. You don't have none. So now you have mutation of your DNA, which causes skin cancer. And what do you fuckers have to study to cure skin cancer? Melanin. Go figure. So yeah, sorry, chains. You would never do it, and these niggas exist no more.
Hey fam, welcome back to Afrojudy's channel. I trust you're doing great and amazing wherever you're watching this video from, and I really appreciate your massive love and support. So it's 2025 and some of the things that are happening in the world of today is really shocking and disturbing. I came across certain clips, and when I went through the comment section, the comments were so disturbing. Some of the comments from the palm colored people, and even some of the clips that palm colored people were making concerning the black people, were honestly shocking. Some of them were saying that they want to enslave black people again, and also they wanted a race war so bad. And guys, before I continue with this episode, let me make this thing clear. This channel is only for educational purposes only. We are not here to promote hate. We are not here to promote division. We are only here to learn and also relearn from each other. So I want us to watch these clips together. The responses the black people gave to the palm colored people, because they said that we are not our ancestors and we are not going to do whatever our ancestors did, because by those times they were unable to fight these people. But with the kind generation we have today, with the type of world we have today, black people are so prepared. So guys, let's watch these clips together, then I'll come back with my commentaries about it. And kindly give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're coming across this channel for the very first time.
One thing I'm happy about this administration showing is showing white people how black people have been felt. Y'all was saying we were conspiracy theorists. Y'all was saying we were victims. We always want to be victims when we were telling y'all our history, right? And now y'all going through all these rabbit holes and y'all actually looking at the legislation like, wow, why can't we progress as a country? And then you're seeing that every single piece of legislation that's held us back from progressing in technology or education is literally because of racism and misogyny. It's literally because they don't want their women out here mingling with minority men. It's literally because they don't want their kids going to college and getting quote unquote woke. It's literally because they don't want to be in a workplace with us. They don't want to be in our presence. Y'all are seeing this now, right? The reason that we don't have universal health care, racism. Every single piece. China has been, the past 30 years have been flying past us in technology. We could have been on this, but we haven't because of racism and the lack of education. And they're attacking intellectualism because they think it's making people woke. From a young age, little black boys are told, 5 years old, hey, I know you're a little boy, but these people are going to look at you as a man now. You have to learn how to respect authority. By 10 years old, we're told that slavery didn't end because of any type of moral compass that these people had. It ended because of an economic standpoint that some people in the North were saying that we were going to have our downfall. During Reconstruction, we could have kept progressing, but the racism in our country is stronger than our progression. It's always held us back. We could have had FDR literally reconstructing our whole country, but no, the racists would not allow it. Not for too long. I mean, we got Barack Obama as president when I was in the 8th grade. By the time 2012 came, the Republicans were funding Turning Point USA because they said they got the youth. We need to indoctrinate the youth. These people are becoming too woke at these college campuses. And we need to indoctrinate the youth. Turning Point USA, $12 million behind it. Billionaires. Billionaires are funding legislation to have us move backwards in a country just because they don't want the progression of minorities. They don't want the progression of women. And we keep on telling y'all this. Every single piece of legislation that's holding us back is because of racism. And now y'all are finally going down these little rabbit holes. You're having your little woke up moment and you're going down this history lessons and you're saying, wow, this is crazy. We've been told this our whole life. We've been told that every single piece from the state level all the way up, from the county level, from redlining. We're talking about economics. We're talking about loans. We're talking about just owning homes. We're talking about getting educated on the stock market. Everything that we could be educated on more, we're held back because of racism and misogyny. They hate women and they hate minorities. I'm talking about just the basic civil liberties that people just are asking to have. Y'all are now seeing that, hey, wow, this was never about the price of eggs, huh? Yeah. This was never about conservative values. This was never about the Bible. This was never about loving thy neighbor. This was about hate from the jump. And I think you all are finally seeing it, that we're not victims. We're not always playing the victim. We're actually, the fact that we're actually still resilient after all of these years, when we could really be getting a lot worse, and we keep on progressive. And the fact that black women are leading the demographics and the most educated, and black men are more and more getting educated and going to trade school and going to college now, they hate it. We're actually progressing. Every single time you look up, we're progressing. And they don't like that. Because a white man should be able to go to state college because his father went there and his father donated to the college and he got him through college after he cheated through school, and he should be able to get a job at an entry level at a big financial firm, right? But the black woman went out and got a double bachelor's, a master's degree, and sometimes even a doctorate just to get the same job and get paid less. And now they're saying that they're not qualified. Now y'all seeing, y'all going down these rabbit holes, y'all looking like, wow, what do they mean they're not qualified? I'm looking at their qualifications. They look qualified. They got the experience, they got the internships, they got the education. They come from the neighborhoods, they come from the communities, they come from the county that they're trying to represent, and they still saying that they're not qualified. Are y'all paying attention? There's black men swinging from trees in the South in 2025, and y'all said the racism was over. Are y'all paying attention now? I don't think y'all was paying attention before. I just thought, you know what I'm saying? You know? Political leaders, Democratic political leaders, they ran in their house and unalived them in cold blood, and not no national news was saying a fucking word. But the Turning Point guy that got funded by the billionaires to indoctrinate the youth for the Republican Party get hit in the neck, and now what? Erica Kirk was in them pageants. Now y'all seeing, they just conspiracy theorists. Erica Kirk was in them pageants, them Trump pageants. It's all coming together now. Everything's adding up. Those files are coming out. Another billionaire in New York, a finance billionaire, just got caught up torturing women in his building. It's all coming out. These people are pigs. They're racist. They're misogynist. They love little girls. They love little boys. The groypers, every single one of them are disgusting. I think we need to separate the country because I don't want to live with them no more.
So John White Man leaves a comment talking to me about what are we going to do when Whitey takes away welfare and we can stop leeching off the white man. Aren't most welfare recipients white? Last time I checked. But anyways, leeching off the white man. When in the history of people on earth has any black culture leeched off the white man? Name me a time in history that the white man had anything to offer. White man. Oh, white man, what the have you ever offered earth, the people of the earth, in good fucking faith? What have you offered the earth? What have you offered the people that the people have just taken from you? Oh no, poor white man, poor white power system. We've been leeching off you through welfare. Oh, and how did you get welfare, you goddamn snake? You got it through a lot of capital. Well, how'd you establish that capital? You established that capital through free labor, slavery, right? Your favorite fact in history, your claim to fame, the white man's glory days. Yeah, so you wouldn't have a welfare system without capital, and you wouldn't have capital without free labor, slavery. So, leeching off the white man. Hey, white man, I got a question. What the are you talking about? Leeching. You have not organically provided anything that didn't include someone else's blood. So whatever you give and whatever is taken is just a fraction of what the you owe. Welfare is no recompense for slavery. Never will it be. So you giving a couple of shillings with the clause that they better not work or better not make a certain amount. You better not have a man in the house. You better be poverty line. Oh yeah, gee thanks. Gee thanks. You're giving government aid to people who don't have much and can't have much once they get the government aid. And once they start to gain a little bit of independence, government aid is gone. Whoa, gee, thanks, white man. I guess that compares tremendously to fucking hundreds of years of goddamn free slavery, blood, sweat, and tears. Just to wake up and have white call you lazy. Who's lazier, the slave or the slave master? Hmm? Who's lazier? The man coming in and working his ass off till he flies, right, in the name of fear of death and submission? Or the motherfucker who's yielding muskets, whips, horses, and a unified white devil faction to indefinitely enslave a specific people in the name of free labor and financial gain and benefit? Which is more lazy? Leeching? I implore you, white snake fires, to concoct a truth in history where anybody, let alone black people, leached off of white people. And then you have the nerve to talk about mud huts. Remember, you filthy, fucking disgusting Europeans had 7 black plagues. You almost wiped out your entire population. 1/3? 1/3 of you muckers died off after the Moors cleaned you up, after the Inquisition, into the late 1800s. You had black plagues. You were throwing shit and piss out the window. You were using cat skins to hold water. You would sleep next to animals in the house. Lice and scabies and rashes. You didn't bathe but twice a year, maybe if you got married. Once a year was the custom, was the norm. You didn't even know hygiene. Mud huts? You lived in shit huts. Your streets were caked with shit. Remember the London stink? Remember that? Remember that, white man? Remember the London stink that happened like, oh, I don't know, like around the 1800s? Hmm? When slavery's at its peak, when you're trying to brainwash black people that you're superior, meanwhile, back at the ranch in London, you have a river of fecal matter, piss, and dead animals. The smell alone, it was killing people in London. Remember that, white man? This is in your glorious fucking 1800s. You're filthy. So no matter what mud hut that you're gonna throw out there about you're gonna go back to mud huts, okay, at least it's made from mud. At least it's not made with shit. At least they don't shit in those mud huts. They don't piss in those mud huts. They don't shit in the streets where those mud huts are aligned. At least those Africans never had a fucking black plague because they didn't wash their ass or their hands or their face or their mouth. At least they can show their beautiful black skin. You can't even show your skin. Look at all your old paintings of each other. Look at your old fucking pictures. You got to cover your neck, your wrist, every fucking thing. All you Yankee Doodle had this disgusting skin. Mud huts? At least it's made from organic earth. At least the mud hut will ground you, balance you with the chakras. But if I walk through old Europe and my feet are caked in piss and shit, and I go into your old European nasty fucking house, and you guys are shitting and pissing in the hallways like your fucking kings were doing. Remember that? Remember all your royals were in the palaces, shittless hallways and pissing? It didn't matter what class of you filthy that you fell into. You were disgusting in all levels and all classes. Mud huts? I'll take a mud hut any day over the caked, piss infested streets of Europe. Yeah.
Well, guys, welcome back. You know, there's some of the things if you tell someone, it's like opening a fresh wound that was trying to heal. So, some of the palm colored people lately, they want a race war so bad to a point that they are just spewing some kind of hate on the social media. They're just making some disturbing posts, some disturbing comments, some disturbing videos so that they can trigger black people, or perhaps they are trying to rage bait black people so that they can start a race war with them. Like for instance, this black man said that some of the palm-colored people went to his live, and the kind of comments they were writing there were so disturbing. Like, they were saying that they want to enslave black people again. And I was like, what? With the world of today, do you think the black people I know right now are going to accept such kind of thing? Even if it will be a war between nations, that one won't happen. I've just been trying to imagine how these people enslaved black people back then, because uh, of late, I think such kind of thing won't happen. And even some of the palm colored people are even tired of themselves. They're tired of those who are hating on other races, because they're literally trying to create that equality between people. But when some of them see or hear about equality, they always feel triggered. Like, all along, they always want to be the majority. They always think that they are so superior and other races are so inferior. And that's how they always take these things. So this is not even the first time that I've heard some palm-colored people talking about slavery, talking about race war. They have talked about it for quite a long period of time. But I came to realize that lately, social media is being used to spread hate. Social media is being used to spread negativity. Then I came to realize that this is what the algorithm likes the most, especially from the palm colored people. Like, even if they say something so negative, you'll find out that the algorithm is pushing it so much as compared to some things that the black people will be talking about. So, like, for instance, I think TikTok is just uncouth of late, because they're trying to silence black voices. They're trying to silence some of the palm colored people who are defending the black people. And if a palm colored person says something negative about black person, you'll find out that the TikTok will be pushing the algorithm of that palm colored person to an extent that a black person's account will be terminated or will get demonetized because of speaking the truth. This is what is happening lately on the social media. Then the rate at which the black voices are being silenced lately, and even not the black voices alone. In the United States, this is something which is happening, because I heard that now they want to start going through the social media. If you're talking negatively about the government, you'll be in for it. So there is no freedom of speech. That's what those people were trying to mean. Then again, these palm colored people who want race war so bad with other communities, especially the black people, I think it's not the best idea, because the rate at which the black people are so much prepared, they should even be worried, because this is not the time of our ancestors, the time that they were chained. And even you'll find that some palm colored people are still coming out online saying that during those days, picking cotton was so easy. Imagine such kind of stuff, and yet some of them even can't work the whole day in the sunshine from morning to evening. And also, picking cotton depended on your pace. That is how they grouped people. So if some of the palm colored people goes to the cotton field and pick maybe one or two balls, they will think that it's such an easy work. It wasn't an easy work. There is an episode I uploaded about that palm colored man saying that black people should not be complaining that picking cotton was not easy. Like, I don't know how people always think. You should be thinking before you talk sometimes. And if you're a black man watching this video, which kind of message do you have to these palm colored people, or how prepared are you? Because this is not the first time they are saying this. Even when Charlie Kirk was unalive, they said that it's the black people who have invoked the civil war, and they should get prepared because the palm colored people are so much ready to fight. But again, I love the responses some of these black men gave to these palm colored people, that this is not the time of our ancestors. And plus, there is something special these people want from the black people, and they really want it so bad. You know what I'm talking about. Obviously, it's melanin, because this is what they use when they want to study about cancer. So it's the same black people they are trying to bother. It's the same black people they are trying to blame in each and every thing they are doing. So, guys, what do you think about these palm colored people? When will they ever stop talking about this? Or do they think that it's the best time for them to do whatever they did to our ancestors? And do they think that right now, if they start doing that to the black people will easily accept being slave, being chained, being sold to the markets the way they did to our ancestors? Or are you prepared to show them that you are strong, you are brave, you are not ready to be manipulated the way the ancestors were? You are not ready to be mistreated the way they mistreated our ancestors? Let me know in the comment section below. And again, this video is for educational purposes only, because I know it might trigger some people to a point that they will do their own thing. You know what I'm talking about. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about this. And if you're a palm colored person, do you agree with whatever your people are saying or telling black people, or you are against it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're against it, what's your take on that, and which message do you have to your people? So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I really appreciate your massive love and support. I'm your presenter, Judy. Until next time, let's keep the conversation going, respectful, and let's meet on my next episode. Stay safe.